Hi everyone, this is Lorraine from Pilates for You at Home. Today we're going to be working with our circle and 1 kilo weights. So 2 weights, 2 kilos. So hopefully you have weights at least. If you don't have a circle, you really don't have to use the circle, and you don't have to use the weights if you don't wish to. So we're going to be starting with our arms, and we're going to be working our hips and our deep core muscles, of course. So with our arms, I'm going to ask you, if you do have a circle, to get your circle, and we're going to place it on our sternum here, just under our chest. And we're going to start off by doing push-ups. Now with the circle, it is so much easier to do the push-ups, to do tricep push-ups correctly. So I'm just going to show you the different levels. The second level will be to take the knees back behind your hips, hands under your shoulders, nice and narrow, and we keep the upper arms alongside the body, so squeezing those arms in. The third level is to have the legs off the floor. So I can't usually do this without the circle. But the first level, you could have your knees under your chest, but I find that really hurts my sternum. So, if you're going to have your knees under your chest, better not to use the circle, I think. So with that, the knees under the hips, we lean over those hands. So we've got those hands under our shoulders and the elbows squeezing into our sides. So I'm going to use the circle, and I'll start off in the second level, knees back behind my hips, and then go into the third level. So hands under your shoulders. Okay, we'll take the knees back behind our hips here, and we're going to come down and up. Okay, so if you like, you might find that's a little bit too easy. You might want to lift your knees off the floor. Now we're going to do 4 more, and 3, and 2, and 1. Okay, and we're done. So I'm going to try and do another set of those during the course of the class here. So now we're going to open our hips, and we're going to be using our arms a little bit too. So here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to drop my right elbow down, and I'm going to lift my left leg, and then we come up. So we're trying to open our hips, work our outer thighs here, outer hips rather, and obliques. So we'll bring that right elbow down, we'll lift that left leg, and then come up. And we'll come down again and lift. So trying to really get that knee nice and high when you lift. Now last one, and we're going to stay down on that elbow. So coming down, and we lift that leg. And now we're going to lift, little pulses here. Lift, lift that leg. So you'll feel this in the opposite hip, your oblique, your tummy, and your arms. I'm going to do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to take that leg out. You might have to bring your hands forward a bit and turn your hips up to the ceiling, leg nice and strong, and we'll turn the hips slightly and then turn up to the ceiling. So up to the ceiling and down to the floor. Good. And hold on to that tummy. Okay. And we're just going to do 4 more. And 3, and 2, and 1. Now we hold that hip up to the center, and we're going to circle 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we'll go the other way. Turn the hip up to the ceiling, hold on to that tummy, and we've only got 4 more circles. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to lower the leg with control and lift. Lower, lift. Turn that hip up to the ceiling and lift. Try and feel those hips opening, the bottom working. 4 more, and 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to try and come into a balance. So you can take your hands further forward. I've been practicing this. So we bring the same side arm up. And ooh, I'm going to fall. I'm going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And relax. You can really fit it in that opposite hip and the opposite oblique. So stretch there. Have a little rest. Big breath in and out. Okay. Now, we'll turn to the other side carefully because of my wires here. Okay. All right. So, whoops. Okay. So, let's start again. All right, so we'll do exactly the same on this side. Okay, so now I'm going to bring my left elbow down and right leg up, and then come up onto my hands. So elbow down, leg up, trying to get that leg nice and high. So I have very tight hips, so it's really difficult for me to get my leg nice and high, but you might be able to get it much higher than me. Okay, all right. I think that's genetic. My hips, my mum's got such tight hips too. So all very tight around the pelvis. Now we're going to take that hand down and keep the leg up now. And we're going to lift. So draw that tummy in. Okay, and smile. And we're going to do 8 more. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we hold there. You might want to take your hand further forward. So take that leg out, turning the hips as much as you can up to the ceiling, chest up to the ceiling, and then we'll turn down to the floor, up to the ceiling and turn. Okay, and turn. So try to feel that stretch of the front of the hip every time you turn that hip up to the ceiling. Okay, now we're going to do one more. I can feel my arms shaking a little bit. We'll hold there and we're going to circle 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we go the other way. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we hold there. Now we're going to lower with control and lift, lower, lift. Try and feel your bottom every time you lift that leg. Draw that tummy in, don't let it go. And we've got 4 more, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Now we'll come into that balance. So we'll take the same side arm up, and hold there, opening that chest to the ceiling. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, that's so good. Okay, let's come back into that child's pose. That's hard. And have a little rest. Big breath in and out. Good work. Now, we're going to come over and work on our back with the weights a little bit. So let's grab our weights if you have them. If not, don't worry about it. Okay, so coming back onto the floor. So we're going to bring the legs up here, and I'm going to do a chest press actually. So I've got the palms facing outwards and chest press, and we're going to lower and lift the legs. Now if that's too much, you bend your legs. So it's a chest press, lower and lift. You don't have to have legs straight. You actually want to keep your lower back on the floor here. So, or you could take one leg down if it's too much, you know. So let's see how we go. All right, I'm going to have the legs straight, chest press, and lower the legs. Chest press and lower. So I'm trying to flex and point as I take the legs down, flex and point to come up. Chest press, lower and lift. Chest press, lower and lift. Chest press, lower and lift. Last one, chest press, lower and lift. Now we're going to do flies with the arms, so it's open to the side, and then open the legs. So arms open and legs open. Arms and legs open and open. So the arms and then the legs. Nice stretch of those inner thighs. open, and 2 more. Open, 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 and hold there. So now we're going to bring those heels in. We're going to do the frog. We flex the feet, heels are together. Our arms are going into tricep workout, little tricep workout here. So we've got the palms facing inwards now, and when we bend the arms, we've got the elbows going up to the ceiling. So this gets right into your lower abdominals. So keep that lower back on the floor, and we'll reach as we bend those arms. We're just going to do 4 more here, and 4, and 3, and 2, squeeze those thighs together, and 1. Now bring your arms up, your legs up, and we're going to take the arms overhead and back to center. So again, you may want to keep your legs bent. That's so much nicer, it's so much easier, but very good for our back. So if your back is sore, please just keep your legs bent. And we've got 4 more, and 3, and 2, and 1. And relax down. Have a nice stretch. Arms out, legs out. Big stretch. Just put those weights away. And relax. Good. Now we're going to get our circles. So here, we're going to take the circle and we're going to place it in between our thighs, so above our knees here. So, oh no, I was going to do the double leg stretch. So place it in between our ankles actually. We could grab our weights. You don't have to. I'm going to move down a bit because I keep touching that plant. All right, so here we're going to have the hands either side of the thighs, and we're going to extend and circle those arms. So it's a breath in and out. Breath in and out. Now, the next level is to lift the head and shoulders as we bend the legs. Now, as I'm extending the legs, I forgot to tell you, we're squeezing that circle. And when we lift the head and shoulders, we are really trying to lift the head and shoulders, shoulder blades off the floor. Sorry. And breath in and out. Breath in and out. Now last one, breath in and out, and relax down. So now we'll just use the circle. So you want to grab your circle. Arms are up. We're going to go into oblique twist. So what we're going to do is take the circle to our thighs and try and turn the circle so the pads are up to the ceiling, so we can easily squeeze that circle. So every time you squeeze the circle, you're activating your tummy muscles. Okay, so squeeze. And with the oblique twist, we want to keep those knees together and hips perfectly still. So squeeze and come back and squeeze. Now, if you wanted to work harder, you bring your legs up. You don't have to. And we're going to squeeze, come back down, and squeeze, come back down. So I can feel my tummy working. Now, the third level is to extend the legs as you lift up. Okay, and extend and bend. Extend. Now we're just going to do 1 more. We're going to hold there and take that circle over and back. And we've got 4 and 3. Little squeeze, 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 and squeeze. And relax. So have a nice stretch, arms and legs out. Okay, now we're going to go into scissors. So here we could grab our weights, or just 1 weight, and we're going to lift those legs up, lift the head and shoulders, and scissor as we take the weight in between the legs there. Okay, and we're just going to do 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And relax down. Have a nice stretch, arms and legs out, big stretch. And we're going to finish off with some back work. So let's now go over onto our tummy, and we'll work our back. All right, so here we're going to start off by lifting our legs. So we're working those bottoms a little bit here, and we're going to have the forehead onto our hands, and we're going to lift the legs, knees off the floor. We lift, hold, and lower. Lift, hold, and lower. Lift, hold, and lower. Lift, hold, and lower. And a couple more. Lift, hold, and lower. Lift, hold, and lower. Now reach your arms out. Can we please lift our chest, okay? And we're going to lift opposite arm and leg here. So opposite arm and leg. And this works all the muscles along your spine. So draw that tummy and keep the chest lifted. And that's a beautiful level to stay at if you wish to. The harder level is just take the arms a little bit wider than your shoulders on the diagonal. We're going to lift, hold, and lower. But we won't put the head down, okay? Lift, hold, and lower. Lift, hold, and lower. Trying to get those knees off the floor. So you've really got to squeeze your bottom, okay? And we lift, hold. Try and lift that chest up a little bit higher now. And lift, hold, and lower. Two more. Lift, hold, and lower. Last one. Lift, hold. Right. Now we're going to work our arms a little bit here. So we're going to have the hands under the shoulders, and we're going to come up onto our knees. So this is the first level. So what I'm going to ask you to do is bring your chest down first, keeping your elbows in, still working those triceps. So we're going to try and bring the chest down, then the tummy. And we'll take the arms and legs out and we'll hold. And then we're going to come back up. Okay, so we'll do that level again. Try and bring your chest down first. Chest down, then lift and hold. Now the second level is to go in to the plank position, and we'll bring the knees in for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to try and get that chest down first. So chest down first, then the tummy forward. And let's go again. On your knees or plank. If you're on your knees, just hold there. Bring the legs in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Try and get the chest down first. Chest, elbows in, elbows in, elbows in. And then we lift, hold. And we're just going to do 2 more. Okay, plank. Hold in there. Knees in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, come down, chest, chest, chest. And then lift, hold. And last one. This is hard on your arms. And hold there. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. And let's get that chest down, elbows in, and lift, hold. Okay, that's great. I just want to do a little thigh stretch with you. So I want you to bring one arm forward, just a stretch, okay? We'll bring one leg in, and I've got cramp. Okay, can't do that for the moment. All right. So one leg in, I can't do it. So just hold on to your foot. I can do this side actually, and pull that leg in. So I won't worry about the other side, but you do the other leg. So pushing those hips into the floor and hold in there. So we're sitting up because we'll get more of a stretch in that thigh if we sit up rather than lay down. And just stretching that hip and thigh there, and then release and go to the other side, which I won't be doing. And let's do that. Pull that heel in. Oh dear. And breathe. Big breath in and out. And relax. Let's go back into a child's pose. Knees wide, reaching those arms as far forward as you can. Keep the hands there. We'll come up into a little cat stretch. We'll drop the hips, look up at the ceiling, and then come back into that child's pose. Knees are wide to open your hips. And we'll come up and drop the hips, lower back stretch. And last one, push back into that child's pose. And curling that spine, dropping the hips, looking up at the ceiling. And relax. Okay, well, thank you everyone for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you didn't get cramped like me. Okay, thank you and see you again soon. Bye-bye.